John 1 verse 12 says, "Yet to all who received him, to those who believe in his name, he gave the right to become children of God." Romans 8 verse 15 says, "I have not received the spirit of slavery leading to fear again, but I have received the spirit of adoption as a son, by which I can cry out, Abba Father, Daddy." Luke 20 verse 36 says, "I am a son of the resurrected one, and I cannot die anymore, as I am a child of the Most High God." Galatians 4 verse 7 to 9 says, "I am no longer a slave to sin, but a son. And if a son, then an heir through God. I am known by God. He knew me and chose me before I chose him. I will not turn back from his loving arms and become entangled again with that which enslaved me in the first place." John 8:34 to 36 says, "God is my Father, and I am free through Jesus. So if the Son makes you free, you will be free indeed. I am free in my Father's mighty hand." 1 John 3 1 to 2 says, "I am a child of God according to his plan and his purpose. I am like my Father," in this case, like father, like son. Romans 8:21 says, "I am a child of my Father." Creation groans for the revelation of the sons of God. Philippians 2 verse 15 says, "I'm a blameless and innocent child of God, above reproach in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. I am light into this world." 1 John 3:2 says, "I am a child of God, and I know that when he appears, I will be like him, because we see him just as he is." Romans 8:14 says, "I am a child of God because I am led by his Spirit." Galatians 3:26 says, "I am a child of God through faith in Christ Jesus." John 12:36 says, "I am a child of God who is light." Ephesians 5 verse 8 says, "I walk as a child of light." Ephesians 5 verse 8 says, "I walk as a child of light, formerly in darkness, but now I am in the light as he is in the light." Romans 8:17 says, "If children, heirs also, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ." Galatians 3:29 says, "I belong to Christ, and I am Abraham's descendant. I am his heir according to his promise." Hebrews 2:11 and 12 says, "For both he who sanctifies and those who are sanctified are all from one Father, for which reason he is not ashamed to call me his child." Matthew 12:48 to 50 says that I love pleasing my Father, for his word declares, "Whoever does the will of the Father who is in heaven, he is my brother and my sister and my mother." Romans 8:29 says, "I was always on his mind. For those he foreknew, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son, so that he would be the firstborn among many." 1 John 4:19 to 20 says, "I love because my Father is love, and the word says we love because he first loved us. If someone says, 'I love God,' but hates his brother, he is a liar. For the one who does not love his brother who he has seen cannot love God who he has not seen." Ephesians 2 verse 19 says, "I am no longer a stranger to my Father, but I am a fellow citizen with the saints and are of God's household." Galatians 6 verse 10 says, "I do good to all people at every opportunity, especially to those who are of the household of faith." Revelations 12 verse 10 says, "I enforce the victory my Father graced Jesus with," and the word declares, "Now the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ has come."
I stand for Jesus.com